Hey, thanks for coming to my channel and checking out my video. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the content. And if you do, please like, please share, and subscribe. There's plenty coming. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Hopefully, again, you enjoy the video. And if you do, please like, please share. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Today, I'm going to talk about the Aaron Ramsdale news. I have been very vocal on the price. I think at 24 million, I think it's a much better deal. And after Friday's performance by Leno, I am all for it, as long as Arsenal don't pay over the odds. What I'm going to do in this video is break down the Leno's performance and why I think it's time for somebody to come and take Leno's spot, and then talk a little bit about what Ramsdale offers. Let's get into it. Okay, so obviously there have been problems with Leno's ability to play out the back, and it's not so much that he can't pass the ball. His passing short range and medium range on Friday were good, 100%. Always hit his target. His longer range passing was 50 odd percent. Now, the passing as such isn't the problem. The decision making is the problem. And his second guessing of himself is putting people under pressure, and it leads to those people losing the ball. And then we point fingers at them and we say they're the reason. They can't play well under pressure, etc., etc. So I'm going to go through the scenario against Brentford where the ball was played into Xhaka, who looked like he was dallying on the ball. And let's be honest, he was dallying on the ball, and then ended up being lost. And then Brentford win possession, try to put the ball into the box. To me, this isn't Xhaka's fault. Again, I'm going to explain, so stick with me for a little bit. But this is totally down to the indecision from Leno, and him not understanding the kind of tactical elements of the game, and not sort of feeling confident enough to be able to play past their press. A team that likes to do a high press will press on certain triggers. One of those triggers is a backwards pass. Whenever the ball goes away from your goal, you squeeze the ball. The whole team should look to push up the field, and we've basically seen if we can kind of force you backwards, put you under pressure. So in this incident, Ben White has the ball. He plays the ball backwards into the keeper. As he plays the ball backwards into the keeper, you will see 5 Brentford players go after the ball. This is a trigger for Brentford. And let's not be naive. Arsenal know it. This is why Arsenal play backwards so often. People don't seem to realize that it's not a case of them not having options, not being able to play forwards. It's not a case of sideways. It's known as a trigger. They are playing backwards to try to trigger the other team to jump for the ball. Once they jump, they create space that we can then exploit. So once the ball goes back into Leno takes his first touch, and he's already had a look. He's had a look to see what's going on. At this point, he should know what he's looking to do for the ball. The questions for him are, have the other team jumped? Yes, they have. They started jumping as soon as the ball was played into Leno. If they are jumping, can you find the target? That's the next question. So now what he should be doing is looking to put the ball in behind the press, or seeing if he can go round the press or through the press. He basically is trying to beat the press. What you can't see in the clip here is that Mari has pulled into the left back position. So there's Mari's available for a pass. There is also Tierney, who he can go to for a pass. He can go longer into Smith Rowe. He can also go longer into Pepe. He doesn't do any of those things. What he then does is hold on to the ball. As their forward starts to press him, he steps with the left foot like he's going to kick, like a little fake, but it's hesitation. No, I'm not. So you'll see he adjusts his feet, left foot forward, right foot behind the ball like he wants to kick, and he hesitates. At that point, and this is something that is also very interesting, once Ben White has given him the ball, Ben White goes across into the left centre-back position. So now there isn't a right centre-back. And what should happen is when the ball goes into the goalkeeper, the two centre-backs should split and go either side. Mari has already gone out to the left. So Ben White coming across into the left position leaves a hole on the right, which shouldn't have happened. I'm not quite sure what happened. Don't know what he was thinking. But because there is a hole in the right side, Xhaka moves to fill that hole. As he moves to fill that hole, he's also triggering the press. Because he's running back towards Leno into that right position, and he's facing Leno, which we call a closed body. When your shoulders and your hips face where the ball is coming from, we call that a closed body. What you want to do to play successfully is play on the half turn. We've all heard that term, a half turn. What the half turn means is when a person's got the ball, you want the side of your body to be facing where the ball is. That allows you to open up your body and see more of the field as opposed to just look at the person that's giving you the ball. This is a key. Teams are taught to press the ball when the ball goes backwards. That's one trigger. Another trigger is if a player is looking to receive the ball with a closed body. So Xhaka coming into the ball with a closed body is telling the other team, come and press. Okay? That is a trap. We call that setting a trap or making game predictable. By doing that, what we're saying to Brentford is, come on, come and get the ball. I'm going to be in trouble here. Come and get it. And so Brentford start to press immediately. That midfielder gets after Xhaka immediately. Again, Xhaka's movement towards the ball is to fill a hole, but then also to trigger the press. Two very specific reasons. Keeps his body closed because he's not expecting the ball. He's keeping his body closed because he is just trying to trigger that press so Leno can beat it. Because Leno hesitates, now he's got a player coming at him. He now needs to get rid of the ball quickly to give Arsenal a chance to combine quickly and break the press. He's just too late. He gives the ball to Xhaka. Xhaka's not expecting the ball. Xhaka has no passing options, no idea what's going on around him. So as the ball's on its way into him, he starts to check his shoulders to see what's going on around him. As he's checking his shoulders, you'll see as well, when he takes his first touch with his front foot, which keeps his body closed, which tells me he wasn't expecting the ball to be able to play with it. If you're confident in receiving the ball, you're going to open your body, go back foot, and look to open your body to be able to play into a new area of the field. He's not expecting the ball, which is why he goes front foot. And then he's now looking to see if he can find someone to give the ball to. Again, I can't stress the movement that he made towards the ball is to trigger the press. Once that ball comes to him, he's not expecting to have received that pass. And so now he's firefighting. He's trying to kind of get himself out of a situation, and the ball ends up being taken off him. A few things here are key. The first thing is Ben White going off to the left, which basically limits Leno's options, to be honest. Xhaka moving into that position and keeping his body closed to trigger the press. And then Leno hesitating to play the longer pass because he doesn't believe in his ability to do so, which then leads to a rushed pass into Xhaka, who is not expecting that pass. This is where this breaks down. Once he gives the ball to Xhaka, what he could do is move quickly to open up an angle to receive the pass back. And at that point, because he's looking at everything, he can pick a pass. He can play into Chambers, he can play who's in the right back position, or he can play longer, or he can just clear. But he doesn't move quickly enough to open up an angle. You see plenty of times when Xhaka has got his back to play and the ball's played into his feet. If he's not sure about opening up his body, he'll play first time back to where the ball came from. You watch any game, you'll see him do that. Where the ball's given to him and Leno hasn't moved quickly enough, he's forced to take a first touch. Now he's scrambling to find his option. So in this instance, while it looks like Xhaka is at fault because Xhaka gives the ball away, to me, the decision-making from Leno here is very, very poor. This is where I think Ramsdale comes in. Now, Ramsdale, I mean, Arsenal have made it very clear that they want to have a homegrown goalkeeper. The reasons for that aren't clear as of yet. Obviously, we know there's rules, 8 homegrown players. As far as I'm aware, Arsenal have that. But there is some speculation that there could be some changing in the rules coming up due to Brexit and the changes between the relationship between the UK and the European Union. So, not sure exactly why he's so adamant on having an English goalkeeper. But one thing Ramsdale does better is play longer passes. Part of that is because at Sheffield United, he has been forced to kick long. At Bournemouth, he did a lot of kicking long. And so his longer range passing is already much better than Leno's. His short and medium distance passing is also good. So already he has one up on Leno in those areas. Now, a lot's being made about Ramsdale's relegations. If you're blaming Ramsdale for relegations, you need to kind of, take a long, hard look in the mirror. All he can do is do his best. If the defense in front of him are allowing too many shots on goal, well, he's going to get beaten more often. So don't look at the goals conceded as a way of judging a goalkeeper. You want to look at the fact that there were 175 shots on goal in 2 years. That should tell you everything you need to know about the defenses you're playing with. His save percentage for Sheffield United was 70%. So, he's had a lot of work to do. He's highly practiced as a shot stopper. He's also much better at commanding his box and coming and collecting the ball in the air when it comes into the box than Leno is. So, as I said, I've had my objections based on price. I think for what's happening is for 24 million, I think Arsenal are buying Ramsdale to challenge Leno for that first position now this season. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a change in the next few months. I've also got a feeling that if Onana doesn't make a move before the window closes, Arsenal will look to sign him on a free transfer in January, where he will then join next summer. So, there's lots happening. I'm hoping that this offer is accepted, and all of the indications, I guess, that have been reported say that the negotiations have happened already. They're just waiting on the official bid. But, as much as I like Leno, I think Leno's done a good job. He's made his mistakes for sure. He's done a good job. I just think we're into this next phase of this project. things need to just be a little bit crisper. I think Ramsdale coming in and improving the decision making regarding passing out from the back could save us 6 to 9 points this season. So, it's a huge deal. It's a long one, but hopefully you've enjoyed this video and the kind of the tactical breakdown of it. If you have enjoyed it, please like, please share, subscribe, because as I said, there's more coming. And if you're interested in getting involved in discussion, chatting with me, please feel free to leave comments here. You can also come to my social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, sensible_gunner. As always, come on, you Gunners.